Are you concerned that there are men that get on these channels and watch?
I would say, yeah. I mean, safety is one of the things that we take most seriously with our kids. Like, as a parent, safety, we care about our kids more than anything. So obviously it's crossed my mind, but I've never had an instance where like we've encountered like any comments from men or anything. Like, I've seen some videos where there are weird videos that people are commenting on and taking the wrong way, but I don't feel like we post that type of content where we get taken out of context.
We like keep their privacy in mind and don't post a lot of like overshare or anything private, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there are some studies about this with regard to children. And according to the New York Times, who did an investigation on this, there are 32 million connections to male followers among 5,000 accounts for child influencers. So there's 5,000 accounts of child influencers and 32 million connections to males for those 5,000 child influencers. What do you think about that?
I guess it's
32 million
crazy.
for 5,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
Because there are internet dangers. I mean, we have to consider that. 80% of child sex crimes start online. And it's estimated that there are 500,000 predators active every day on the internet.
So we take safety like at like high top concern. We don't post the same day of where we were. We try not to have any similar patterns of where we go, what we do.
And I guess there's predators in everyday life. Like, if you're sending your kids to school, like, you don't know who they're around at daycare or at school, or even like at the mall, you could be walking past the predator. So I guess like everything in life could be dangerous. You just have to make sure you're aware of what's going on and take the precautions to protect their
You know, it's my job to read people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah. No, it's my job to read people. That's what I do for a living. I've done it for 45 plus years. I'm trained in it. And a little bit of what I'm saying, you're hearing for the first time. To put on my show, including you. Okay. So if you don't... If you think you're entitled enough to tell me who comes on here and who doesn't, somebody has given you a really bad message.
Yeah, no, if you
so
would like
who
to...
was it that told you that I was agreed to not bring somebody here?
One of your producers.
Okay, who is it? Let's bring him out. Who was it?
I believe it was Stephanie.
Okay, let's bring Stephanie out, because I'll guarantee you she didn't tell you that I agreed to not bring somebody to this show. You may have told her you didn't want that to happen, but she didn't tell you that was not going to happen. I'll promise you that.
All right.
So we'll just find this out right now.
Okay.
Because you may live in fantasy land, but I do not.
Absolutely.
Stephanie, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Remember I told you, I just said, I don't know?
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know. That's what I said. And I said that Dr. Phil wanted her to be here.
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
just said, I have no idea what's going to go on.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I told you.
Okay, well, that's different than what you just said.
I've been
Stephanie, how
trained
long
to say
have you
yes,
and I been working together? 16.
Catch me outside, how about that?
You know the shit I was hearing in the crowd? So for you to tell me I can't say something back to people who are saying something to me? Second of all, the fucking lady who runs the show said to me, oh, when you get up there, do whatever you feel like will make a good show. Kick, scream, punch.
What else is there but some tough love?
Tough love at a fucking ranch? To me, I think tough love is like telling your kid no when they want something because you know it's better for them even if you know they really want it. Or not letting them do something that may be bad for them even though you know that they want to do it. Or telling them about themselves. That's tough love. Malnourishing, humiliating, screaming at, sleep depriving. That's not fucking tough love.
She says that the place that she was recommended to go was abusive to her, wouldn't let her sleep.
That's all I said was that they wouldn't let me sleep. That's the only accusation. I just said, oh yeah, they wouldn't let me sleep. It was so bad. I seen a kid get held down for trying to leave, took in there against my will. It's basically like kidnapping. They strip you from your whole personality. One of the kids, he had tried to steal a car or something. Everyone was screaming on the walkies like it was really crazy, and he ended up killing one of the staff members. And she sets up her question like, oh, this is gonna be funny. Like it's a funny matter of him sending minors to a fucking facility where they're getting abused.
She went to turnabout 4 or 5 years ago, and if she had a bad experience, obviously I would hate that. We'd be sorry about that.
This ranch is still listed on your website after a lawsuit about a murder, a lawsuit about sexual abuse, and a lawsuit about torture.
We're not involved in that. We don't have any feedback from them, so whatever happens once they're there.
Because it was driving me crazy.
So then you decided to do this, and after the second one, I gave you one back as a way to say, stop it.
So you said that's enough?
Exactly.
No, yeah, you got my attention, but I'm not a dog.
So why don't you heed my suggestions of stop it when I ask politely?
Because you're not the complete boss of me. I control my body, I control what I do, and you don't have the right to hit me that hard. I lightly tapped your arm with my elbow. Stop, let me talk. I lightly tapped your arm with my elbow to get your attention. Bam, right in my arm. It actually left a mark for about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes later, it was finally faded.
Backing up, you said you're not the boss of me. I am the boss of you. When a mother says to be quiet, she's the boss of you, and you need to listen to that. Bottom line.
I never said.
When a teacher says something, she's the boss of you, and you need
Shut
to listen.
up! Give me a turn to speak. Fine, see? You do that to me. How does it feel? How does it feel to be told to shut up?
We've talked about it.
Let me speak. How does that
Do
feel?
not.
How does that feel?
Do not put your hands on me. Do you understand me?
Do you understand me?
No, I asked you a question.
You know what? Shut up! Apparently that's the only word that gets your attention. How does that make you feel?
I, of course, always knew that there was an incredible amount of rage and anger there, but the depths of it surprised me. And of course, when he raised his hand and slapped me across the face, that absolutely surprised me.
I did lightly slap her on the cheek to show her how that feels. So I hope that made her think about what she does. You know what? You be nice to me, I'll be nice to you, but it'll never end if you continue to be mean. I try to apologize, saying, you know what, Mom, I should not have said that, and I am sorry. And then you come back with, well, all I'm trying to do is treat you nicely. I'm just trying to be nice to you. That's mean. I just really, really need somewhere to stay other than with my mom. I really need somewhere else to stay.
Whoa, that is not even almost okay.
The precautions to protect their
You know, it's my job to read people.
Oh, great.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah. No, it's my job to read people. That's what I do for a living. I've done it for 45 plus years. I'm trained in it. And a little bit of what I'm saying, you're hearing for the first time. And I'm just curious how it's affecting you, because I'm telling you some of this, like 32 million men watching 5,000 children online. And I'm hearing the wheels turn in your head like, oh my God. And you're saying, well, there are predators everywhere. That's true. There are predators everywhere, but 80% of sex crimes start online. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying awareness is key. Mm-hmm. You really want to be aware, right? Situational awareness is critical with your children. It's critical whether you're taking them to the beach or you're putting them online or whatever. We just need to be cognizant of these things, right? Mm-hmm. Because there are creeps out there that will look at that and in a perverse way, and nobody did anything wrong.